Have you ever caught yourself staring in the mirror, not just wondering what you'll look like, but what your future really holds? Not next month, or even next year, but decades from now. What would it feel like to live a full, vibrant life well into your 90s, waking up each morning with a clear mind, strong legs, and a heart full of purpose? For many of us, this question sneaks in quietly. Will we still be strong? Will we still be sharp? And while no one has a crystal ball, science has uncovered something truly fascinating. It turns out your body may already be giving you clues, tiny, surprising signals hiding in plain sight that quietly predict how well you're aging, and how likely you are to live a long, vibrant life. Most people think longevity is all about avoiding disease or having good genes. But research is showing something deeper. Longevity often has more to do with small, everyday indicators, things you can observe, measure, and even improve, without needing lab tests or fancy medical scans. They're things you can notice, measure, and even improve, right from your own living room. And here's the best part, these signs aren't just about luck. Many are within your control. They're tied to how you move, how you think, how you engage with the world, and they can tell you more than any calendar ever could about the road ahead. So let's walk through 5 powerful signs science says could point toward a longer, healthier life. Some of these will surprise you. Others might make you smile and say, "I do that already." But every single one of them matters. And we'll begin with one that doctors are using more and more to quietly gauge a person's biological age, not just how many birthdays they've had, but how well their body is functioning underneath it all. It might surprise you at first, but stick with me, it's backed by solid science: your walking speed. Yes, how fast you walk could be one of the clearest indicators of how long you'll live. Not sprinting, just your natural pace. That everyday rhythm reveals how well your heart, muscles, joints, and nervous system are working together. Picture this: Sarah and Tom, both in their 70s. Sarah takes daily walks around her neighborhood, moving with a brisk pace that feels natural to her. She walks with purpose, steady and confident, never rushing but always moving at a comfortable, yet lively pace. Tom, on the other hand, has slowed down over the years. His walks have become more like shuffles. He's still getting outside, but his pace is much slower and he struggles to find that comfortable rhythm. The difference between them isn't just about age, it's about vitality. Research has found that older adults who walk faster than average have a much higher chance of living longer, healthier lives. It's not just about speed. Walking briskly is a strong sign that your muscles, heart, joints, and nervous system are working efficiently and in sync. On the other hand, a slower, more unsteady pace may signal that some of these systems aren't functioning as smoothly. The good news? Walking speed can absolutely be boosted at any age with a little effort and consistency. Want to see where you stand? Try this simple test. Walk 10 feet at your usual pace and time it. If it takes you 6 seconds or less, that's a great sign. If it takes longer, don't stress, it just means your body could benefit from more strength and mobility work. Start small. Take short daily walks, inside your home, down the driveway, around the yard. Each time, try adding just a bit more pace. No need to overdo it. Stand tall, lift your chest, swing your arms gently, and look forward, not down. These posture tweaks help your body move more efficiently. Next, focus on building leg strength. Simple exercises like leg lifts, seated knee extensions, or even light squats using a chair for support can make a huge difference. Stronger legs help you walk more easily and powerfully. You can also try walking uphill or on slight inclines to challenge your muscles a bit more. Flexibility also matters. Gentle stretching before and after walks helps loosen stiff joints and muscles, making it easier to move freely. Pay special attention to your calves, hips, and hamstrings. They do a lot of work when you walk. Make it enjoyable. Listen to upbeat music while you walk, track your steps with a pedometer, or set small goals like reaching the mailbox and back with a little more energy each time. The best part? As your walking speed improves, so does everything else: your stamina, heart health, mood, and independence. Over time, your strides will feel easier, your pace will quicken naturally, and you'll likely notice an overall boost in how you feel day to day. So next time you go for a walk, tune in. Are you moving strong and steady, or more cautious and slow? Either way, remember, every step is a chance to reclaim strength, build momentum, and take control of your health. Longevity doesn't always require big changes. It can start with something as simple as walking a little faster today than you did yesterday. What's one small way you challenge yourself on your daily walk? Drop it in the comments. You might just inspire someone else to keep moving forward. Let's move on to the next powerful sign of longevity: your balance. It might seem like a minor detail, but it's actually one of the strongest predictors of how well you're aging. Picture two people, Linda, 77, and George, 73. Linda moves through her day with ease. She steps off curbs without a second thought, walks confidently through her home, and never worries about losing her footing. George, on the other hand, is a bit more cautious. He clutches the handrail going downstairs, hesitates before stepping onto uneven ground, and tenses up every time he bends down to pick something up. The difference between them isn't just strength, it's balance. Here's a quick test you can try yourself. Stand near a sturdy surface like a countertop, and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without wobbling or reaching for support? If you can, that's a great sign. Studies show that people in their 70s with good balance are far more likely to live longer, avoid serious falls, and stay out of the hospital. Balance, after all, is about more than just staying upright. It reflects how well your brain, muscles, joints, and even your eyes are working together. If you found yourself wobbling, don't worry, balance is something you can absolutely improve. Start by standing behind a sturdy chair and gently lifting one foot a few inches off the ground. Hold it for just a few seconds, then switch sides. As you get steadier, try doing it without holding on. You can also practice walking in a straight line by placing one foot directly in front of the other, heel to toe, like you're walking a tightrope across your living room. This helps your body reinforce control and coordination. Rising up onto your toes and lowering back down slowly is another simple but powerful move that strengthens your ankles and builds stability. You can even stand with feet hip-width apart and shift your weight from one side to the other, lifting one foot just a little to challenge your balance gently. To take it a step further, work on your core. A stronger core makes a steadier body. Try seated leg lifts or gentle pelvic tilts while lying down, anything that strengthens those deep belly muscles. If you're ready for more of a challenge, try standing on a soft surface like a folded towel or cushion. The subtle instability forces your body to make quick adjustments, training your balance in a safe, controlled way. Finally, consider adding mindful movement into your routine. Tai Chi and yoga aren't just calming, they're excellent for improving balance, posture, and coordination. Many community centers or online programs offer beginner-friendly classes tailored to older adults. The key is to practice consistently. And every time you do, you're investing in a longer, stronger, and more independent future. Just a few minutes a day can lead to real improvements in your strength, stability, and confidence. Before long, you might find yourself moving through your day, steady, agile, and sure-footed. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a video. Your support means a lot and helps us to keep going and keep growing. Now let me ask you something simple, but surprisingly revealing. Can you stand up from a chair without using your hands? Sounds easy, right? But this small movement holds a big message about your health. It's not just about standing, it's about the strength in your legs, the balance in your body, and the coordination between your muscles and your mind. These are the foundations of independence as you age. Let me introduce you to two men, Walter and Leonard, both 75. Walter gets up from his favorite chair with ease, arms crossed, back tall, no hands, no wobble. He moves like it's second nature, steady and sure. Leonard, on the other hand, takes his time. He braces both hands on the armrests, leans forward, and pushes himself upright with a grunt. He gets there, but it takes effort and a little caution. That difference may seem small, but it reveals something powerful. The ability to rise from a chair, unassisted, is a clear sign of lower body strength. And that strength is tied directly to your mobility, your confidence, and even your longevity. Try this. Find a sturdy chair. Sit with your arms crossed over your chest. Now stand up, without using your hands, and without rocking or leaning too far forward. Did you do it smoothly? With control? If yes, your legs are likely in great shape, and that's a very good sign for your future. But if you struggled a bit, or had to push off with your hands, don't panic. That just means your muscles need a little more attention, and they'll respond if you give them the chance. The truth is, you don't need a gym membership or high-end equipment to rebuild strength. Your living room can become your training ground. Think about it, every time you get up from a chair without using your hands, you're doing a chair squat. Stand up and sit back down 5 times in a row, that's a full set. Hold yourself in a sitting position against the wall for 15 to 20 seconds. That's a wall sit. Even during TV commercials, just standing up and sitting down a few extra times sends a powerful message to your body. We're not done yet. And the science backs it up. Studies have shown that seniors with strong leg muscles are far more likely to stay mobile, avoid falls, and live independently well into their 90s. This isn't just about vanity or muscle tone, it's about freedom. The ability to get out of a chair, climb stairs, walk across a parking lot, or dance at your granddaughter's wedding. So next time you sit down, pause for a moment and ask yourself, can I rise without using my hands? If the answer is no, not yet, don't see it as a setback. See it as your starting line. Because every great journey begins with one decision, to rise. Let's dive into something that may seem subtle at first but is actually a big indicator of how well you're aging. How quickly do you recover when you're sick or tired? It could be something as simple as catching a cold or pushing yourself a little too hard while gardening one weekend. Now, think about this. Do you bounce back after a couple of days of rest? Or do you find yourself still feeling off a week later, as though your energy hasn't fully returned? Take two women, Serafina, 74, and Marisol, 76. Serafina spends a sunny afternoon gardening. She pushes herself a bit too much, feels sore and tired that evening, but by the next morning she's up, refreshed, and heading out for a walk in the park. Her body seems to spring back quickly. Marisol, however, does the same, and days later, she's still feeling drained, with lingering aches and low energy that just won't go away. The difference? Resilience. Resilience is your body's ability to recover from stress, illness, or fatigue. You can't measure it with a device, but you can observe it in how long it takes to feel like yourself again. If recovery is taking longer, it might mean your immune system and repair mechanisms are aging faster than the rest of you. But if you're bouncing back quickly, that's a powerful sign that your body still has its youthful spark. The good news? You can strengthen your resilience over time. Prioritize good sleep, stay hydrated, and keep moving gently, even on tired days. Feed your body nutritious foods and remember that your recovery isn't just about the time you take to rest, it's also about how well you take care of your body during that time. Gentle stretching, walks, or even some light yoga can help keep things flowing. And if you notice slower recovery, it's worth talking to your doctor. Sometimes small changes in your diet, exercise, or supplement routine, such as adding more anti-inflammatory foods, adjusting your daily activity level, or improving sleep quality, can make a big difference. So let me ask you, what do you do to recover quickly? Share your thoughts and tips on anything that helps you bounce back faster after stress or illness in the comments. Your insight could be just what someone else needs to boost their resilience. This might be unexpected, but your social circle, the people you laugh with, may be the very ones helping you live longer. It's not just about having friends, it's about having real connection. Think of someone who checks in on you, someone you can call when life gets heavy, or when something funny happens that you just have to share. That kind of connection isn't just comforting, it's life-extending. Take Harold, 76, and Luis, 78. Harold spends most of his days alone. His kids live in another state, and his phone stays mostly silent. He tells himself he's fine on his own, but deep down, he misses those easy conversations and shared laughs from years ago. Luis, on the other hand, makes connection a daily habit. He grabs coffee with his neighbor every Thursday, calls his grandson just to hear about his day, and meets a small group of friends every week for cards and laughter. He says it keeps him feeling young, and science backs him up. In fact, some of the longest-running research in the world found that deep relationships, more than cholesterol, wealth, or even genetics, are one of the strongest predictors of longevity. Why? Because meaningful connection shields us from stress, illness, and decline. It keeps the mind sharp and the spirit resilient. And you know what often comes with strong relationships? Laughter. Not just the polite kind, but the full belly, tears in your eyes kind of laughter that lifts your mood and lightens your load. Laughter lowers blood pressure, strengthens the immune system, eases pain, and boosts feel-good chemicals in the brain. It reminds you, you're still alive, still human, still in this. Take a moment to check in. When was the last time you really laughed with someone? When was the last time you had a heart-to-heart, or shared a silly moment that made you feel young again? If it's been a while, don't worry. Reconnection is just one small step away. Call an old friend. Send a funny video to your neighbor. Join a group that makes you smile, or start one. Because laughter and connection aren't luxuries. They're lifelines. They remind us that even as we age, we can still grow, love, laugh, and live fully. Share your stories of how you stay socially connected or something that always makes you laugh in the comments. You never know, your joy might just inspire someone else to reach out, reconnect, or smile again. When you step back and look at all these signs together, it paints a much fuller picture than just looking at your age or your lab results. It shows how well you're aging, not just how long you've lived, but how much life you're still putting into your years. And maybe the most powerful part of all of this is that most of these signs are within your control. Sure, genetics play a role, but the habits you build, the people you surround yourself with, and the way you care for your body and mind day to day, those are the real game changers. So if you've noticed something slipping, maybe your walking pace has slowed, or your balance has faltered, or you haven't had a good laugh in a while, this isn't the moment to feel discouraged, it's the moment to take action. Because it's never too late to take back some control. To stretch, to strengthen, to laugh, to learn, to connect. Every step counts, no matter how small. And if you're doing well on many of these already, then celebrate that. You're giving yourself a real shot at not just a longer life, but a better one. A life filled with energy, purpose, and joy. If this video resonated with you, take a moment to share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories and advice for thriving well into your later years. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more practical tips to help you feel your best in your golden years. And if you found this helpful, share it with a friend or loved one who might benefit. Because here's the truth, we're all in this together, and every small step toward longevity and vitality is worth celebrating. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until next time, remember this. You are capable of more than you know. Here's to living all your days with strength, connection, and purpose.